What's up, people? Welcome to today's session. How are you guys doing? I hope all of you guys are doing fantastically well. Welcome to today's session. It's a beautiful, beautiful day out there. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And for all the Bangaloreans out there, good news, people. All of the lockdowns have been officially lifted. But still, guys, you know that it's still not safe out there. There's a third wave on the horizon. So make sure that you guys are staying safe and not being a part of the problem, right? So anyways, welcome once again. I hope all of you guys are staying healthy and doing good. So we are here to talk about the fifth session of work, energy, and power. Today's topic is going to be rather an interesting and more importantly, an easy one. So stay till the end. I'll also give you a surprise in the middle, right? So with that said, guys, let's get into the topic with a simple quote. The quote is this, guys. Be the energy you want to attract. Now, why I chose this quote is not just because I'm talking about energy and conservation of energy today, but I would like to, talk about a couple of things. Because at this point of time, you guys are all very young and you have a lot of friends around you, and your friends mean a lot to you guys, right? Some of you guys, think of your friends are greater than your parents. I know, a lot of you guys are like that. I'm not blaming you people because happens. But I want to say this, guys. Listen to me. Listen to this very carefully. Your life is an average of 5 people that you spend most time with. So if you spend a lot of time with friends who say that you can't do it, bro, or it's too hard, bro, why even trying, bro? If that is the type of people that you're spending time with, then you'll only attract more people of the same kind. And what's going to happen is that you're going to start believing that what they said is true, because you'll start believing that they have the best interest of you in their heart more than your parents. And then what do? You'll start believing that and you'll even stop trying. I don't want that to happen to you guys, because trust me, guys, even I've been through that. I myself had a lot of friends who were exactly like that, who didn't have the best interest of me in their heart. But yes, I believed that they did and I believed whatever they said, but unfortunately it was not. And that's the cold hard truth, people. The world is not always a nice place, right? So what I would suggest you guys to do is this. Start attracting the form of energy that you want to be. If you want to achieve something great, you have to let go of your friends who's going to pull you down and go with people who's going to push you up. And that, my friends, is the first step to success. You see, any successful person, they don't just walk around with anyone, right? They don't do that. They only walk around with people who's going to uplift their, energies and thoughts and thought processes. Yeah, I know it's a lot to process in one single day, but I hope that this sparks a little bit of thought in your mind and you would start thinking about it a little, right? My name is Anoop Manoharan. I'm a master teacher of physics here at Vedantu. A very warm welcome to all of you guys out there. I have taught and mentored thousands, 10,000s of kids all over the country. I've helped them score 90% and above. I've mentored several of those students and have helped them score 95% and above as well in their board exams. So that's a little bit about me. With that said, let's take a look at what we had done previously in this chapter, work, power, energy. So if you remember, we talked about what is work and its numericals. We talked about power and its numericals. We talked about potential energy and numericals. We talked about kinetic energy and numericals. We also talked about work energy theorem. And finally, we are into different forms of energy and their conversions as well. It's quite an easy topic. So let me just get into it without wasting any more of our valuable times. Let's talk about different forms of energy. See, guys, out there in the nature, you have different forms of energy. I mean, you know that. You have light coming from the sun, which is called as the light energy. You have sound coming from the speakers, which is known as the sound energy. You have mechanical energy, which we have already studied as kinetic and potential energy. We have heat energy, chemical energy, hydro energy, geothermal energy, electrical energy, nuclear energy, wind energy, sound energy, magnetic energy. Lots and lots and lots in different forms, lots of different forms of energy are present there in the universe. Now, in some cases, people, you can't directly use this form of energy. For example, in some case, let's say that I have nuclear energy right now. Now, this nuclear energy, you guys know, is very, very, very volatile. It's a very dangerous form of energy to deal with directly. You know about the nuclear explosions that has happened in the past. You know about the nuclear bombs and everything. So it's not an easy form of energy to deal with. Now, if I have to use it or if I needed to convert it to something that I can use, I'll have to convert this energy to another form. And in today's session, guys, that's exactly what we're going to cover. We are going to understand what other form can this energy be converted to so that I can utilize it later. Right? That's the whole point of the session. So let's first talk about what are these energies, right? That's important, right? So let's talk about all these different forms of energy first, understand the basics of them, and then let's talk about the conversions. So first, my friends, is nothing but the solar energy. Solar energy is what? The energy that is coming from the sun. We know that the sun releases or emits certain electromagnetic radiations, which which falls to us in the form of visible lights, UV rays, X-rays, and all of that. So that energy, that light energy that is coming from the sun, which is converted to especially electrical energy with the help of these photovoltaic cells, is nothing but the solar energy. So you would have heard about the solar panels and all, where you use it for heating water or sometimes even to convert it to electricity as well. So that in that those solar panels, you have certain type of special cells called as photovoltaic cells, which converts this light energy into electrical energy. So that is the first one, which is nothing but the solar energy. And remember, guys, sun is the basic source of energy for every life, because without sun there is no photosynthesis, and if there's no photosynthesis there is no food, and having all this technology without food is utter pointless, right? So solar energy is the most basic form of energy that we all of us need, right? Next one is nothing but heat energy. Heat energy is nothing but a form of energy that flows from hot temperature or hot body to cold body. So this is again, it keeps on flowing as long as both of the temperatures are equal. Now, heat energy can be produced by burning coal or by burning wood or by burning oil. Any of these can be done in order to produce heat energy, and it's something which I know can be transferred in 3 different forms. You guys know about it: conduction, convection, radiation, and all of that. So yeah, I'm not going to go too deep into it because you've already studied about heat energy in your past. Moving on, guys, we also have light energy. Solar energy is the energy coming from the sun. Light energy is nothing but the energy that enables us to see the things around you. So for example, how are you able to see this leaf as green? Because when light falls on it, this green leaf absorbs all the other colors and only reflects back green light. So when it reflects back green light, falls into your eyes, you see it as green. For example, why are you able to see this as red? Yeah, it's my card, but yeah, why are you able to see it as red? Because when light falls on it, it pretty much absorbs all the other lights and only reflects red back into the camera or the person who's seeing it, and that's how you're able to see that particular color. And light energy is that energy that enables you to see the things around you. Chemical energy is what? The energy that is stored in a body because of chemical reactions. So certain chemical reactions, for example, over here, wax, it's a chemical material. It's not like some natural thing. It's a chemical material. So that chemical, when it is where that energy that is possessed inside of it because of those chemical reactions is nothing but chemical energy. You can also give the example of batteries. Inside batteries also you have certain chemicals. Because of those chemicals only the batteries basically are able to generate a potential difference, because of which the current starts to flow. Next one is hydro. Hydro, though pretty much all of you guys already know about it. You would have probably visited a dam when you were a kid, or you probably might even stay near a dam, right? So hydro energy is nothing but the energy that is possessed by water, that is especially moving water, fast moving water. So you have dams where the water is stored at a height, and when it falls down, that potential energy is converted to kinetic energy, and then it is used to run turbines and produce electricity as well. So that's about hydro energy. Then you have electrical energy. Electrical, though you've already studied this a thousand times already. Electrical energy is what? The energy that is produced because of the movement of the charges or the electrons. That is nothing but your your electrical energy, which is then converted to very, a lot of different forms. You guys know about it. You can give probably 1,000 different examples that is there inside your room. And I am really sorry, guys. I'm actually not feeling so great today. So I'm slowly starting to lose my voice. So I'm really sorry. I'm going to speak a little low right now. Kindly excuse me on that. Anyways, we also have nuclear energy. The energy that is produced due to nuclear fission or nuclear fusion, that is when you combine smaller particles, or when you divide a bigger particle into smaller particles, the tremendous amount of energy that is released is nothing but your nuclear energy, which is also used mostly to convert it to electrical energy later on. Wind energy is nothing but the energy that is where you have the energy that is possessed by the moving air particles, that is nothing but the wind, which is used to then run the turbines, the wind turbines, and that is then used to run, produce to electricity. That is your wind energy. I know it's a little monotonous, but what to do, people? Then we have sound energy, the energy possessed by the vibration of particles, that is, be it air, be it water, be it solid, that is your sound energy. Geothermal is one thing that most of you guys might not be aware of. Geothermal is nothing but this, guys. You know that as you go below the Earth's surface, it gets much more hotter there, right? So you have the outer surface, you have the outer core mantle and all of that, right? So as you go deeper and deeper, the temperature is much more higher over there. So sometimes what happens is this heat would come to the subsurface, that is just below the Earth's crust, just below the Earth's crust. This heat energy might come out. That heat energy basically sometimes gets, it gets stored between the rock particles and fluids, that is water and all of that. And that heat energy is then utilized to convert it to thermal energy. So what they do is that they basically use that heat energy to heat up the water. That water gets converted to steam. That steam is then basically used to run the turbines, and those turbines then produce electricity. So this is another form of thermal energy itself. But here, all of the basic form of energy that you need is actually coming from the Earth's surface. You're not doing anything for it. It's just that the Earth's natural heat itself is utilized and converted to electricity in geothermal energy. Magnetic energy, you guys already know about it. That is when you have two magnets and you've kept it at a certain distance. If they're like poles, then they would repel, and if they're unlike poles, they would attract. So that energy, the magnetic field that is there around the magnet, that is nothing but that is where the magnetic energy is experienced. And yes, guys, that is the different forms of energy that you have. I know, right? A lot. We have not done, guys. There's a lot more to do. But here's the fact, people. All these forms of energy that we talked about is not something that we can directly use. So in some cases, we might have to convert it to something different. For example, mechanical energy is converted to electrical energy. Electrical energy can be converted to mechanical energy. Electrical to heat, heat to electrical, electrical to sound, sound to electrical, electrical to chemical, chemical to electrical, chemical to light, light to chemical, electrical to light, and light to electrical again. But most importantly, guys, there is some sort of energy change happening. And the fact is, you might think that, sir, we don't see it in everyday life. Let me bet you this on my life. You do see it on your everyday life. Maybe not all of these, but some of these for sure. Let me give you some examples. See, guys, if you talk about hydroelectric power system, here, as the waters are at a certain height, it has potential energy. And as it is flowing down, that potential energy is getting converted to kinetic energy. And this kinetic energy is then utilized to run the turbines, which produces electricity. So mechanical energy, that is your kinetic and potential energy, is what is converted into electrical energy in the case of these hydroelectric power plants. In the case of motors, you're converting electrical energy to mechanical energy. You have the coil, the connecting coil, or the armature coil that you call it as. So basically that rotates, and when that rotates, the axle rotates, and that axle, maybe at the end of it, you have fixed a fan or something else, that because of which the object starts to work. So here, the energy conversion is from electrical to mechanical. Then you have your water heaters, your the electric induction what to say cookwares and all of that. Over there, electrical energy is converted to heat energy. In the case of your if you talk about heat energy to electrical energy, we can talk about those thermistors and all that. In thermistors, or if you talk about your sensors and all that, in those the temperature sensors and all that, those temperature sensors basically convert heat energy to electrical energy, and they basically show you what's happening. Even in thermocouples also, it's the same thing. It converts heat energy to electrical energy and tells you what is happening inside of it. Then you have your speakers, where electrical energy is converted to sound energy. Then you have a microphone, where the opposite happens. Your sound energy is converted to electrical signals, and that electrical signals is transported to the computer, and then from there it is sent to the World Wide Web, and you are able to hear me now. Then we have electrical to chemical energy, that is your mobile chargers. When you connect it, it gets the battery inside of it. The chemical energy, the electrical energy is converted to chemical, and it's stored inside of it. And when you utilize it, when you start using it, that chemical energy gets converted to electrical energy. We also have another example over here, that is nothing but the battery, where chemical is converted to electrical energy, because inside the battery also there are certain chemicals. Then we have another super duper example, which is nothing but your candle. Now in the candle, guys, chemical energy is getting converted to light and heat energy. There are two different forms of energy that you can see over here, light as well as heat. And in the case of your photosynthesis, light energy is getting converted to chemical energy, because in the process of photosynthesis, food or glucose is generated, which is a form of chemical energy, and that is done because of the light energy that is there. Then we have electrical to light in the case of bulbs, your filament bulbs, or even your CFLs and all of that. Electrical energy is converted to light energy. Then you have light to electrical also, your solar panels. We talked about the solar energy getting converted to electrical energy in the case of solar panels. And in the case of your old, the engines that run on coal, heat energy, the heat energy produced by burning coal is utilized to run the machines, which is mechanical energy. Then you have burning coal, chemical to heat energy, because when you burn coal, it's a chemical reaction. So due to that chemical reaction, heat energy is produced. So that's another form of reaction. Then you have petrol, where chemical energy is converted to mechanical energy, because again, petrol is a chemical, or diesel is a chemical that when they burn is used to run the pistons, which is nothing but a form of mechanical energy. And yes, electrical to magnetic also happens in the case of current running through a straight current carrying conductor or a solenoid. Over there, some of the electrical energy is utilized to create a magnetic field around it, which is nothing but the magnetic energy. And then you have nuclear to electrical also in the case of nuclear power plants, where the nuclear reaction, when it happens, fission or fusion, the energy is utilized to heat up the water. The water turns into steam. That steam is then used to run the turbines. You can see that over here. So you see this. So the steam is used to run the turbines. So steam is pushed through this, and it is used to run the turbines. When the turbines rotate, they are used to produce electricity. And that is the end of it. If you have learned something different today, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to gain 100% marks and 100% knowledge in every single subject of yours, you can also enroll with us in Vedantu's courses to help you people succeed in your own education, in your life. In fact, Vedantu's courses gives you the promise that you will see an improvement in your score. With VIP, that is Vedantu's improvement promise, if you don't see an improvement in your score, my friend, you can get your money back. You can get your complete feedback if there is no improvement in your score. That is the kind of confidence, that is the kind of guarantee that an institution like Vedantu is giving you people. We have unlimited number of live sessions, and every single session will have quizzes. These quizzes will give you an opportunity to compete with your friends, understand what are your strengths and weaknesses, and get every single replay available for you guys for every single session. And the replays are also interactive in nature, where you can actually take the quizzes while watching the replay and check out the leaderboards. And yes, guys, you can download all the notes. We know that notes are important, so yes, notes are also downloadable. And with all of these, guys, every session will have a master teacher and a class teacher. Now the class teacher who's there will ensure that all of your doubts are cleared inside the class itself. Unlimited in-class doubt solving, quality tests and assignments to ensure that you guys are in the right track, getting the right kind of help. And with all of these guys, just as an added bonus, you have KVPY preparations for free, NTSA preparations, Olympiads, you have stress relieving exercise, you have breathing exercises, we have we have arts and crafts, tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of micro courses are also available for you guys to make sure that you guys are getting a holistic development in your education, and it's not only focused on one particular factor, right? So how do you enroll into the course, guys? It's quite simple. So this is one of the videos that came out very recently. Since you're already watching this video right now, all you have to do is go to the description. You can see all of that things written, right? So go to register to Vedantu Pro subscription right now. Click on it, guys, and also avail the 10% discount. So this link has already been clicked. So I'll just go to this one directly. So what you do is, guys, click on this. Change your grade. So you guys are in the ICSE right now. So click on ICSE and you can check out all the details over here. Now there are 3 different courses offered by Vedantu depending on what you want. So we have Vedantu Pro Lite, we have Vedantu Pro Lite, Vedantu Pro Classic, and Vedantu Pro Plus. Vedantu Pro Classic has and Lite has all the things that you need, right? Live interactive sessions, test series and analysis, assignments, doubt solving inside the class, but there's no doubt solving outside the class in Vedantu Lite. In Vedantu Classic, though, you have that also. You can actually download the Vedantu app and get your doubt solved outside the class as well. And Vedantu Pro Plus, though, you have everything. With that, you'll also have someone called as a personal mentor. Now, again, guys, the price of these vary monthly as well as for yearly also, because the features are completely different. Let me just talk about Vedantu Lite over here. Vedantu Lite 1 month program is 2,340 rupees. Now, I know that it seems like a lot of money for 1 month, but think about it, guys. 2,340. Let's take it as 2,400 rupees, just like that. All right. There's no GST. This is the final price. Don't worry. All right. So 2,340. Let's just, for rounding off, let's keep it like that. Now, guys, think about it. Your, in that 2,400 rupees, you are getting physics, chemistry, bio, math, English, and social science, which is 6 subjects. 2,400 divided by 6 is how much? Think about it. It is somewhere about what? Maybe around 400 rupees per subject. 400 rupees per subject. With that, you also get KVPY preparations, which is separate in other institutions. Here, you're getting it for free. NTSE preparations, Olympiad preparations, everything that you need to ensure that you're succeeding in your education is what is given over here. What more do you want, right? And yes, guys, the year-long program is 27,449 rupees. As a teacher, I would suggest you to go with the 1 month program. Try for yourself and then make decisions based on that. You can check out all the teachers who's going to be teaching you over here. You can check out all the all those testimonies, the results that we have produced in the past, and see for yourself what kind of an impact has Vedantu made on these kids and how it has changed their life, right, guys? And yes, like I told you, even after all of these, if there's no improvement in your score, you can get the complete money back. The year-long program, if you take, and if there's no improvement in your score, you can get the complete feedback. And that is Vedantu's improvement promise. Your score would definitely improve. All right. So that's it, guys. Let's get into some quiz questions now. You've been waiting for that. So let's quickly do that and then let's check out the homework question also. Here's the question. Which one of the following energy sources involves drilling deep into the earth? Is it hydroelectricity? Is it solar, geothermal, or biomass? I'll give you 7 seconds. You can pause the video and then answer the question. I'll give you the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's geothermal, people, because geothermal is the energy that you're obtaining from the Earth's, from below the Earth's surface. Next one. An electric light bulb converts electrical energy into which two of the following? Sorry, guys. The electrical energy light bulb converts electrical energy into which 2 forms of energy? Chemical to light, light to heat, light and heat, heat and nuclear, or heat and chemical energy. An electric light bulb converts electrical energy into which 2 forms? Light and heat, people. Obviously, like in the case of your bulbs and all that, you have light as well as heat energy. So that is the answer. Next one. The primary source of energy on Earth is what? Wood, fossil fuels, turf, or sun? Very difficult question, no? Like IAS level question. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's the sun, guys. Without a doubt, it's the sun. Without the sun, there's no life. So yeah, that is the primary source of energy. Next one. State the energy change in burning candle. Electrical to light, wind to light, chemical to light, or none of these. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's chemical to light. No doubt. All right. And yes, guys, final question. Here it is. Which type of energy conversion occurs in steam engines? Electrical to mechanical, heat to mechanical, heat to electrical, or none of these. In 5, you can pause the video, guys. Always remember 4, 3, 2, 1. It's heat to light. They burn coal, which produces heat energy. That heat is then used to convert it to mechanical energy, which runs the wheels. And this is your homework question, guys. The question is, state the energy conversion in electric motor. So let me know what is the answer in the comment section. Let's see who gets it down the fastest. Thanks a lot for joining today's session, guys. Again, the thing that I would like to say is this: analyze your type of friends that you have, make a decision on that. I wish you all a very best of luck for your future. And Vedantu's courses are right here for you guys to help you get your desired mark, what you want. And we are all here for you guys, right? So that's all I would like to say. Thank you for joining. If you want to reach out to me personally, you can reach out to me on this email ID. If you want to talk, or if you want to just ask some doubts, whatever it is, reach out to me on that. Thank you for joining. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, because yeah, we'll be coming up with lots and lots of amazing content like this one. Thank you for joining. Until the next time we meet, this is Anoop signing off. Have a great day ahead. See you all soon.